John Donald, a member of Rescue Hook Ladder and Bucket Company No. 1, better known as Truck Company, was elected chief of the Lynbrook Fire Department by the department membership on April 8, 2021. He follows in a family tradition in the fire service. He is a third-generation firefighter and chief. Chief John continues a long family tradition in the fire service and in the chief's office. The chief's father, Lynbrook ex-chief William Donald Jr., was chief of the department from 1989 to 1990. The chief's grandfather, ex-chief William Donald Sr., was chief of the Inwood Fire Department from 1935 until 1936. Donald joined the Lynbrook Fire Department in November of 2003 after serving on active duty in the United States Marine Corps for 7.5 years. He joined the Marines in 1996 and served stateside, and was also deployed to Okinawa, Japan. He was a primary marksmanship instructor with Weapons and Field Training Battalion at Parris Island, South Carolina. He was first elected second lieutenant of Truck Company in April 2008 and served through the ranks, completing his term as captain in April of 2014. He was then elected to third assistant chief in 2018 and rose to second assistant chief and first assistant chief over the past 2 years. Chief Donald officially took the helm of the Lynbrook Fire Department on April 20, 2021, when he and the other assistant chiefs were sworn into office by Lynbrook Mayor Alan Beach, at a ceremony during the department's council meeting at Lynbrook Fire Headquarters. First Assistant Chief Chris Kelly's son stood in for his father, who was detained at work during the swearing-in ceremony. Chief Donald then swore in the company officers for the coming year. The village administrator, John Giordano, swore in the department wardens. As is tradition, Mayor Beach presented a bottle of champagne to the new chiefs as well as outgoing Chief Michael Brooks. They toasted for a successful and safe year for our volunteers and the residents of Lynbrook. The mayor thanked outgoing Chief Brooks for his service to the department and the village of Lynbrook. Chief Donald is employed as a corporal with the Nassau County Sheriff's Department since 2008. The chief is married to Tony Ann, his wife of 23 years, and they have 2 daughters, Danielle and Gianna. Also elected on April 8 and sworn in on April 20 was First Assistant Chief Chris Kelly, Second Assistant Chief Danny Ambrosio and the newest chief, Third Assistant Chief Scott Bean. First Assistant Chief Chris Kelly could not be present for the swearing-in due to his law enforcement job. He was ably represented at the ceremony by his son Ryan, who proudly wore his father's badge. Chief Donald noted the absence of First Assistant Chief Kelly. It's nice to have Ryan stand in for his father, as it shows the strong family ties in the volunteer fire service and that our regular jobs can take precedence at a moment's notice. First Assistant Chief Kelly is a member of Engine Company 1 on Carpenter Avenue. He joined in 1998 after being a member of the Junior Fire Department. He served as a line officer multiple times, and on numerous company and department committees. Assistant Chief Kelly is a second-generation firefighter. His father is an ex-captain in the Rockville Center Fire Department. Assistant Chief Kelly is married to wife Allison and they have 3 children, Taylor, Ryan, and Skylar. He continues his public service through his occupation as a law enforcement detective. Second Assistant Chief Danny Ambrosio is also a second-generation firefighter. His father Mike is an ex-captain and member of the department. His 2 boys are juniors. Dan is a 25-year member of the department and a member of Vulcan Company. He joined the department in 1996 after being a junior firefighter for 5 years. He served as captain of Vulcan in 2002 and again in 2014. Assistant Chief Ambrosio has been a New York City firefighter since 2000. He is married to his wife Kelly and they have 3 children, Chris, Connor, and Kelsey. Third Assistant Chief Scott Bean is a third-generation Lynbrook firefighter. His father Larry is an ex-captain and a member of the department. Third Assistant Chief Bean's mother Kathy is an ex-captain of Medical Company. Scott's grandfather Ralph E. Bean was chief of department from 1974 to 1975. In fact, Scott was elected exactly 50 years to the day his grandfather was elected to that same position, and sworn in 50 years to the day. Assistant Chief Bean's uncle Kevin is a past chief in the department. Scott first joined the juniors at age 12, and the department in 2005, when he turned 18 years of age. He quickly rose through the ranks, and was captain of Truck Company from 2015 to 2017. Assistant Chief Bean works for the Nassau County Sheriff's Department. Chief Donald said, I commit my unwavering support to all the members of the Lynbrook Fire Department and the residents of the village of Lynbrook. I would be remiss if I didn't thank my family for their continued help and support. As I lead this department over the next year, let us all have a very safe and more prosperous year in 2021.